Hey, Dave Austin here. A little bit later than I said I would be on. In fact, about a half hour later. Got tied up in some other activities that we're working on that hopefully many of you will be very excited when we bring out a few things that are in the works with Extreme Focus. So stay tuned. Some really cool stuff is going to be coming out here very soon. Earlene, you're on. Yes, thank you. Half hour late, but you're here anyway. Love it. So today's subject is performance management. And then, of course, we're doing our Game Ready. Always do a Game Ready. And thanks, Kathy, for always being here with me. What does that mean, performance management in your business? You know, whether you work with, you have a number of employees that you have, or maybe you're in a company and you are an employee, or you're an entrepreneur and you're a one-man or woman show. What does performance management actually mean? Hey, Danny, glad that you're on, man. So I've been doing this for many, many years, and I started all in pro sports. You know, how to get in Olympic sports, how to get athletes to perform better. It's all about the mindset, how you go into anything. And Sarah's on, fantastic. And Danny, you're in Germany. Wow, very cool. Must be playing football over there. But anyway, as I was stating about performance. So in a company, a lot of times it's completely overlooked. You know, we have all kinds of things going on now. We've got, all the tech, every single week it seems like new advancements are being made in technology. So companies are always looking at their bottom line and the strategies and how they use their software differently and how they do this. And Mikhail, we got some folks coming in from across the ocean, so to speak, which is awesome. But they're focused on all these areas that are important areas. But recent studies have shown, you know what? I don't care how much we advance technology. I don't care what we have at our fingertips. It's still about the people. It always will be about the people for success. If you really want to increase your bottom line, then you better learn how to, or bring in someone like myself who understands performance at the highest level. When everyone's performing highest, that's how you're going to increase your bottom line. And it's really overlooked. So 3 tips today that I want to bring forward. The first one is the strategy and execution. So what does that mean, strategy and execution? You want to be able to, when you're working with, whether again, it's just yourself or your employees, is, all right, what are the goals, very, very clear goals, and what's the system you have in place to help them achieve those goals? If you don't have a system, goals just kind of go and come, and it's very hard to really lock in and hit those goals. So one, you got to have a clear picture of what the goal is, but then you've got to give yourself or your employees a very clear and easy system to use to achieve those. In our BEAST program, we call it Deputus, a very clearly defined system of how to achieve goals. Because there's a lot of people out there that says, they say, well, gee, goals just aren't important. Well, they're very important. It's just that if you don't have a system in place, then goals are real challenging. But with a system in place, that's how you move it forward. So that's part of tip 1 for performance management, is giving a system and a way for each employee to achieve their goal. Because if every single employee has specific goals that's adding to the whole team, that's how you're going to have your greatest amount of success. So the next area is, which I call, performance coaching. Companies now are learning. There's a recent article written by Deloitte saying that when they bring in coaches to help their employees perform at a higher level, obviously that's going to, if they're 10% better, if every employee is 10% better, obviously that's going to have a major impact on the bottom line. So again, if you're an entrepreneur and you're just working within yourself, think of it in terms of yourself. What are you doing to help yourself stay in? We just talked about step 1 was having a system. Step 2 is, if you're a leader, how do you coach your employees so that they can perform better? Or if you're an entrepreneur by yourself, bring in an outside coach. I really strongly recommend it. I do it myself. I'm a coach and I work with companies, but I also have a coach because I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't, because someone outside my picture frame can see things that I can't see. And not everyone is like focused on how to perform better at your job. I mean, a company CEO has elements, but he or she is involved in a lot of different aspects. It's like the head coach of a football team. He has got the whole picture going, but he's got a quarterback coach, he's got a line coach, he's got a receiver coach, he's got a defensive coach, he's got a linebacker coach. I mean, it just goes on and on, so they're very specific. And so having someone who is just about how do you perform better, there's so many ways to tap into, but it's about the habits. It's your daily habits. And then staying in tune. Do you have a support system in place so that you are actually achieving those things and seeing it on a day-to-day basis? If not, it's just out of sight, out of mind, and you do a pretty good job, and it's pretty general. But when you're more specific, you're going to hit your goals that much easier. So 1 is be sure you have a system in place to achieve your goals. 2, have some sort of accountability system in place so that you are always able to kind of evaluate and see where you are. An outside coach who has had the experience, and that's a big one, had the experience of being there and understands it, you're going to get more out of it. And when you get more out of yourself, obviously that's going to affect everything that you do. Now, step 3 is a system in place of rewarding, so that when you've got now the accountability part, now do you have something in there that rewards yourself or your employees for hitting those benchmarks as they go, not waiting down in the year end, oh, look what we did here. But I mean, every little thing. And rewards don't have to be, sometimes it's just a matter of a high five and going up and saying, that was awesome. It really helped us. There's recent studies done that, sure, what you make financially and what you do is going to motivate you. But even stronger, or a big part that's overlooked, is how you feel about yourself. Are you being given the opportunity to grow in that company? Do they give you an opportunity to keep learning and advancing? That makes you feel good. Do you get high fives when you do something well? And even when you don't do something well, what is that management like? Do they just come down hard on you so that you kind of lose your enthusiasm? Or do they come and say, hey, let's redirect that. Let's make it a learning experience so you can grow and even become better. I use what I call the 3-2-1 method that I actually learned from one of my own extreme focus coaches. It's so cool that I can learn from those that I've brought into fold on the extreme focus coaches, and I love this. 3 wins of the week. I do this a lot with my clients. What are 3 wins? So you're always focused in on what you're doing well and high-fiving or celebrating that. And then 2, what are 2 areas that I could redirect or improve on? Not in such a negative way, but we all can keep advancing. We all can, there's room for improvement. I don't care how good you are. And then 1 part of the 3-2-1 is, what action step do I need to take right now to hit this full on? Keep it simple. It's that simple. And when you put this in place, magic takes place. So going back how I started this, with a company, this is totally overlooked most of the time. It's more about, bottom line, but and technology and marketing. We need more marketing. We need to do this. The truth is when the culture is set strong within the business that everyone feels like they're really contributing, there's a great deal of satisfaction when you feel like, hey, they've given me the space to bring out my genius, and they keep giving me a space to learn and grow, and I'm being coached how I go forward. That's going to keep an employee very much more loyal, because yes, the money is going to keep them there, but it's not going to hit them at that highest level to perform at the highest level. Yet you might even have goals, financial goals. Start thinking in terms of what kind of goals we could set that are just more personal performance, and celebrate them as you go. So there you have it. Let's do our game ready and visualize in advance your success. Remember, what these Monday game readies are all about is starting your week strong. And then Shane and I finish up the week with our Aloha Fridays, which is, success made casual. Have fun doing it, but really put out some good things so that you finish the week strong. And when you're constantly being in that environment of success, that's how you keep achieving more success. So the thing I always start with the Game Ready is, what are 3 focus points or intentions that you have that we can really put into play this week? What are 3 intentions of who you're going to be to achieve that which you would love to achieve? And many times, as I say, you might not have the moment or time right in this moment to write down the 3 things you want to focus in on. Remember, clarity is strength. Fogginess is weakness. Get very clear on that which you want to focus in on. That's how you achieve it. Now, in the strength of that, as I say, if you can't do it right now because this is going on fast, come back and, this will be a recording. Think about those 3 areas and then come back to the Game Ready. Or just do the Game Ready right now and then do it again. You can't do enough Game Readies. You can't visualize too much. Trust me. Every time you do it, you tap into seeing the vision clearer, feeling the vision clearer. And when you do that, you're putting yourself in that place to achieve. So now think about the things you're grateful for. Gratitude is such a powerful strength. Think about all that you have that you can just say, wow, I am blessed. Because the more you are grateful, that's where you step into a stronger strength. There is absolutely proof to that. So just take that in. What are you grateful for? Now go ahead, and what I want you to do is go ahead, I want you to just go ahead and see a gate. And now pass through that gate. And as you pass through the gate, I want you to come into this place that's absolutely beautiful in nature. Nature is just so great to put yourself in a place. It can be a place, of beauty. It can be a place you've been to before, a combination of places, but you're the creator. Just put yourself in an incredible place in nature and just simply appreciate the beauty around you. Nature loves to be appreciated, and there's a give and take here going on. You're appreciating, and nature is radiating out an energy that's so powerful. So breathe in that power. Breathe in that strength. Very deep, with a deep through your nose all the way to the pit of your stomach, and hold. And then breathe out. With every breath in, you breathe in the fire and the strength of life. You're actually igniting the fire way deep within inside you so that you become the action taker rather than just the reactor. You're not reacting to the fire, you are the fire. It's your commitment has gone to a new level because you've allowed yourself to take your time to breathe this in. Now see a gate at the other end and step into that gate, and there you are in your life. And see yourself performing at your highest. Just allow yourself. Your subconscious mind needs to see it and feel it. So just feel what it is to succeed in something you're going after. Feel what that feels like. Take that in. Soak it in. And celebrate it in any way. Maybe it's just a simple bit of yes, or it's going out for a dinner that night just because, wow, I've been working towards this for a while. I'm going to celebrate. When I have really big things to celebrate, Kathy and I will go off to Hawaii or something to celebrate the victory that we've been working on. But you need to celebrate your life as you move forward. That's how you win championships. And it's the littlest things. The littlest things that you just, I don't care how you celebrate it. It's like if you're a leader in a company and you go and pat someone on the back and say, that was a job well done. Do you know how important that is? That's more important than you'll ever know. And if you're not doing it, start it. You want your employees to be performing great. Well, there's scientific proof that in a positive environment, we perform better. Absolutely. No doubt about it. So see yourself living that right now. Your eyes are closed, and see yourself being that. Rewarding yourself or rewarding those around you, which is contagious energy. Positive energy is contagious. So see yourself being that spark. Now come back through the gate. Come back into that place of beauty and nature. Great to see and vision that which you would love and walk into it and own it fully. Now see a well of water. Drink from that water. So ice cold, so refreshing. as it goes through your veins, you're just feeling energized. You feel a power beyond your own. Walk in that power. Walk in that strength. Walk in that confidence. Know that you are now game ready to take on anything. And so walk out through that first gate. You're game ready, ready to roar for this week with every step you take. That's living the life of a beast, which we have in our beast training. We have so many triggers that we go through, and the more that you learn those, as Roger Anthony used to say, all the answers are in the animals, and they truly are. And I keep learning that at a higher degree every day. We're in the middle of a 30-day Be a Beast training right now, and I always learn more. 23rd time we've done it over the last 3 or 4 years, and yet I'm in a position to go, wow, and use it in my life even stronger today than I did back then. That's when you're really giving yourself the gift of true living, is keep advancing. Keep advancing. If it's just a little bit each day, keep advancing. I will see you on Friday, on Aloha Fridays, and then next Monday we'll be back on to get game ready. Have a great week. Beast in and beast out.